Did you know that 78% of people feel stuck in their personal or professional lives? This feeling of being stuck can lead to feeling frustrated or not progressing towards your goals. If you are feeling stuck right now, or if you have felt this in the past, today's video is for you. In today's video, I will share with you 5 habits that make you feel stuck and simple ways to get unstuck. So let's get started. The first reason why you might not be able to move forward is because you are an infomaniac. Now, we live in an always on world where the influx of information constantly flows through social media, and the desire to constantly stay updated contributes to infomania. Do you always feel like you need to be always on, or are you constantly Googling, how does this technology work? What are its use cases? Are you constantly checking your email, your phone, social media, or online news? Well, this desire to constantly stay updated combined with the fear of missing out or FOMO reduces your ability to act on your plan and actually focus on the task at hand. It reduces your creative energy and your mental sharpness. So while you might feel busy all the time, you're actually stuck in information overload and are not moving forward. If you think that you're falling in the infomania trap, stop, take a step back and breathe. If you don't need to use internet for a while, turn it off on your devices. If you can't turn the internet off, resist yourself for 10 minutes. Yes, just 10 minutes to check your Facebook, YouTube, WhatsApp, or news. In this way, you're consciously reclaiming control and you're training your brain to resist the urge to look for more information. Once you feel comfortable with these 10 minutes, you can then slowly increase your focus period. The second reason why you might feel stuck is that you are in the know before you go trap. Now you're so obsessed with acquiring information that you can't move past it, and hence you don't take action. You feel like you need to know everything before you can start working on your plan. The reality is that you will never know it all until you start applying the knowledge. A lot of people feel this way. This is called the knowing doing gap and was coined by Jeffrey Pfeffer and Robert Sutton in their HBR article way back in 1999. A lot of professionals whom I coach have the desire to keep learning, absorbing, and consuming more information. They want to know it all. But then they get stuck in self-development paralysis overload. They feel like they don't know enough to get started. And it's easier to keep learning than implementing what they already know. They stay stuck in the endless learning mode. If you are stuck in the know before you go trap, think about the last course, the last article, or the last podcast that you consumed and list one thing, just one thing that you learned from it that you can implement today. Resist the urge to move on to the next information source until you have implemented what you have already learned. For example, if you learned how to write a cold email today to your prospects, write that email to at least one prospect today without worrying about learning what to do if the prospect says yes to that meeting right now. The third reason why you might be feeling stuck is because you are a success addict. You're constantly looking for the next goal, your next achievement, your next success to prove yourself. You feel guilty if you're not working on a high priority project, trying to meet an impossible deadline. By the way, this was me a few years ago. As soon as I would achieve something, the value of that success went down for me. Before even celebrating or acknowledging my success, I set a new goal for myself. And if I didn't, I would feel low and depressed immediately after the achievement. I still remember that sinking feeling on the day I got the news that my leadership book became a #1 Amazon bestseller. This was a huge achievement. Everybody was congratulating me, but I had this sinking feeling because I didn't know what my next goal should be. What should I be working on next? And by next, I mean right away. I felt like I should be working on the next goal rather than wasting time in celebrating my success. So if you are a success addict like me, your sense of identity can intertwine with what you do. You believe you are your achievements and you feel like you're failing behind if you're not succeeding continuously, and then you work hard to compensate. As a result, you feel stuck and burnt out. If you are a success addict, carve out and schedule time to unwind after each milestone. I've actually put time on my calendar to unwind to change this habit. I surround myself with people who value me for who I am rather than what I have achieved. I had to trim down on my social media network to focus on my goals rather than comparing myself to other achievers on social media. When I slowed down, I unstuck myself from the busyness and could really focus on things that mattered. The fourth reason why you might be feeling stuck is because you are a multitasker. You pride yourself in being able to respond to emails and eat your lunch and focus on a conference call simultaneously. You get bored if you're just working on one thing at one time. For many people, switching and moving between different tasks keeps things exciting and creates a dopamine addiction feedback loop. When you get this hit of dopamine, your brain gets a signal to continue looking for external stimulation through multitasking for more dopamine. You can't be still, and you are in this constant loop of feeling stuck without accomplishing your tasks. When you are feeling anxious because you're bored of whatever you are currently doing, resist that urge to open a new task or reach out for your phone. Stick with what you're doing just for 5 minutes more. I use the Pomodoro technique and block out 25 minutes for each task on my calendar. That way, my brain knows that I will be changing the tasks in 25 minutes, and it reduces the anxiousness to multitask or move to the next task before those 25 minutes are complete. And the fifth reason why you might be feeling stuck is because your phone is your best friend. One of the most common reasons why people feel stuck is because they can't focus, which means they can't move forward on their plan. If you are addicted to your phone and it's almost like an extension of your body and you can't live without it, you will never be able to focus on things. Nowadays, cell phone is everywhere with us, while working, while learning, while eating, and while sleeping, and even when we are using bathrooms sometimes. Having your phone near you, even if it's face down and is on silent mode, negatively affects your ability to focus. A 2017 study found that the mere presence of a smartphone reduces your cognitive capacity. Even if you are able to resist the temptation to check the phone, having to resist the urge eats up your brain power. This means that your brain has reduced resources to help you focus and accomplish the task at hand. So you feel stuck because now you accomplish less in more time. If this is you and you're struggling to focus and your phone is next to you, put it away. Put it out of sight, preferably in another room so that you don't see it or you don't feel tempted to check it. My office is on the second floor, and I often leave my phone in the living area on the first floor when I need to focus on important things. Those who need to reach me if it's an emergency know that they can always call me on the landline if I don't pick up my cell phone. We are human beings. We thrive when we feel that we are making progress. When we aren't progressing, we feel stuck. We feel stuck in our personal lives and in our professional lives. I feel like so many of us live one day at a time, going through motions just like everybody else, without pausing and taking a good look at our purpose in life. Our notion of success, achievement, and self-worth is often so tied to our job title, our bank balance, and our social media presence that we forget what truly makes us happy. And that's why we feel stuck in our daily routine, in our personal and professional lives. So if you can relate to this, take some time alone this weekend and truly reflect on your life and the impact that you want to have on your family, your community, and the world. When you can align what you do with the impact that you want to make, you can create an action plan without feeling stuck. And this would be the path to true success and happiness. I hope this video helped you identify habits that you need to change to feel unstuck. I'd love to hear from you in the comments which of these reasons and action items resonated the most with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and hit on the notification bell icon so that you can get access to my videos as soon as they are released. Have a successful week. Bye bye.